Hello, thank you for asking these questions. So what if we do not send a prop to a component? Okay, let's try to understand. It's called as missing prop. It might throw an error or it might not throw an error. Let's go ahead and see when it will throw an error and when it will not throw an error. Okay, as told, okay, this is the root component, a parent component where we are calling the child. Okay, so this is the child component where we are receiving a props. Okay, but we are not sending it here. See, it's an empty, we are not sending a prop, whereas the child component is expecting a prop. So this is the, let's try to go and see how the front end looks like this, how it looks. So if I refresh this, so this is the child component, the value received is empty. Okay, there is nothing, but there is no error. Okay, so the application loads. So what I would like to tell is, if the child is expecting a value and if you do not send, that is a missing prop, nothing happens. Okay, it's the value sent here is undefined, so it does not throw an error. But when does it throw an error? Just assume that you are doing some operations on top of the value that you are going to receive here. Say, take for example, I'm just going to write the line of text that says, and the size here is crops.name.length. I am trying to calculate the size of the name that has been set. Okay, let's refresh this. Go ahead. Okay, so if you can refresh this and see, there is an error that comes here. Okay, you are trying to perform operation of length on an undefined value. Okay, this is the error that might throw up if the child is expecting a prop and if you are not sending it. Okay, so what is the solution for it? Okay, there are two solutions that I can think of. One, before doing an operation on a prop which you're not sure whether the parent is sending, so you can use an operator called as this. Okay, so what happens here is, I've just added a question mark here. So what it does is, if this value exists, then this function is executed. Okay, that is it. That is what it does. So let's go to the front end and see what happens. So the error is done. So the value is not there, but the application is running. It doesn't throw an error. Okay, so the other value is, you can set a default value here. Okay, if the props.name does not exist, we can set a default value to it. So how do we do it is, so instead of using directly the props.name, what I will do is, I'm trying to receive the value as constant country. As you know, it's a country name, so it's called country name is equal to props.name. Okay, so and if the props.name does not exist, what I will set is, if there's no country name provided, so it will be default. It will be default country. Okay, so it will be default country. So I have just replaced the props.name with the country name and props.name.length with country name.length. So let's refresh this. Let's go back to the our application and then refresh it and see. So even though the value is not sent, we are seeing default country and the size is 15. So the application is running. Okay, it doesn't throw an error.